and your team have been successfully offering GovernX for a few years now, and now we're going to talk about this new release, GovernX 2020 from ISG. Let's just back up a step. What's the vision for this platform? Maybe tell me a little bit about the platform that it is, what are the key elements, and what you're setting out to do for the GovernX clients.
Yep. So we started off, with GovernX and with our services really for those big managed service agreements for the reasons I just talked about, value, deliverables and obligations, invoice validation, because it's hard for big agreements. But we were seeing that our clients needed also all their contracts really in a repository. And because of the speed that you need to introduce new suppliers into your environment and get contracts in place, we then expanded it to contract lifecycle management, because now you get your arms around all your spend. But then along with that, we also saw a huge need because of risk. The risk that providers are bringing or third parties are bringing into an environment, you have to be on top of compliance. You need to make sure that delivery is taking place. You need to assess and ensure that they're complying with what you need from data privacy or security or even disaster recovery and continuity plans. That risk also needs to be, it's becoming much more prevalent. And so we feel like we have a really great capability that takes risk and doing assessments and understanding the tiering of your suppliers so that you're putting the commensurate amount of controls in place. Coupling that with contract lifecycle, again, it's not just risk of your big providers, but it's risk across all of your providers and making sure that even if they're small, they might have a big impact on your organization. So having all those contracts in place, plus you couple that with the relationship, because risk also comes in around performance and around how the relationship is just feeling between that client and that provider and keeping that relationship strong. And then you couple that with spend, and how you ensure that you've got really good accountability across that client's organization to be on top of spend, especially as cloud agreements become much more prevalent. You really need to tie all those pieces together. And then that vision of kind of a more overarching or a really holistic thank you, a holistic kind of a solution. And then of course tying it, because we're ISG, we know what's happening in the market. We know what rates are appropriate. We know what's happening from services and the digital journey. And you take that market insights along with a real good holistic capability, we feel it's really the right thing for clients today.